What's up, fam? How are you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for coming. If you're my returning subscriber, just know that I really do appreciate you for the love, for the support, guys, for watching my videos from start to finish. And if there's something I would like to request you, is to always thumbs up the video if you like it at the end of watching it, please, guys. Yes, on today's video, I'm going to share with you a couple of things that you'll require if you're planning to visit Dubai, especially if you're from East African community. Then East African communities countries include Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and South Sudan. So if you're from those 6 countries and you're planning to visit Dubai, these things are for you. You need to have them. And I'm also going to share with you a couple of tips as well, like maybe 1 or 2 tips that you need to know or you need to add when you're going to Dubai. Yes, so the first thing you require is this passport. To go and visit Dubai, you need your passport. And we used to have this old passport. If you're from Kenya, we used to have these old passports, but they were replaced by these ones, which is East African community, and this is from Kenya. So if you're from East African community, these things are for you when you're going to visit Dubai. So that's the first thing, is the passport. The second thing that you need, of course, is the visa. You're not going to go to this country unless you have the visa. In my case, I use a travel agent called Tripigo Tours, and guys, Tripigo Tours did an amazing job for me, and I think this was the second time I used them, and I'm still planning to use them in my future travel. So if you're looking for a travel agent and you're based in Nairobi, then Tripigo Tours are the people to go for. I'll leave their details on my description box and even their contact, so that if you're planning to travel, you can definitely use them. It doesn't have to be going to Dubai or anywhere in the world that you want to go to. You can use Tripigo Tours. And that aside, so what Tripigo Tours did, they gave me a list of things that I needed, and these are the things I'm going to share with you if you need your visa. The first thing, of course, when you need a visa, you need to have a valid passport. And a valid passport is a passport that at least it's still valid for the next 6 months from the date of your travel. Like, you can't go with a passport that is going to expire, let's say, in 2 weeks time, and you're going to Dubai like for a week. It doesn't make it, like, it's very, very impossible. It make it even hard for you to get your visa. So you need to have a 6 months, like at least a passport that is valid for the next 6 months. Yes. And then once you have your passport, you're going to need, of course, for you to get the visa, you're going to need a return ticket that shows that you're going to go and come back. And then you will also need a travel insurance. In some cases, you're going to need travel insurance. And you're also going to need, of course, the money for paying for that passport, which I'm coming to. And then something else that you're going to need is hotel reservation, like at least a place where you're going to stay. In some cases, people would ask for your bank statement, but in my case, when you're using travel agent, in most cases, they never usually ask for that. If you've given your return ticket, you've given your hotel reservation, then I think most of them will not ask you for your bank statement. But again, this is not assured. That people will ask for your bank statement, so you need to be ready with that as well. If you're coming from Nairobi and you want to go and visit Dubai, you'll need about, let's say, $100, which is 10,000 Kenya shillings, to $150, which is 15,000 Kenya shillings. So in my case, I paid for my visa, I paid 10,000, and for travel insurance, I paid 5,000. And when I was using Tripigo Tours, travel insurance, of course, is something that is going to show that at least in case of anything, if anything happens to you during your travel and you have that card, that's whatever you paid for, at least it will help you, like when it comes to getting your medication, you're covered. You know, anything can happen during your travel, you get. So you need travel insurance anyway. So this is something you guys need to know. If you're getting your accommodation through an agent, then it means, for example, with Tripigo Tours, what I paid is 10,000 Kenya shillings, which is $100, and that was for my visa. And for travel insurance, I paid 5,000 Kenya shillings, which is $50. And the reason why I paid 10,000 is because I was booking my hotel through the same travel agent. When it comes to cases whereby you're just planning to get your visa from them and not to get your hotel through them, then it means you're going to pay $150. That is 15,000 Kenya shillings. So I will advise you to book an hotel with that particular travel agent that you're planning to get your visa from. Yes. And even it will be easier for you, you'll save some more money. Like even now, that 5,000 went to my travel insurance, which was a good thing. Something else that Dubai came up with during this time of travel, when I was just about to travel, they came up with a new rule of you need to have at least 2,000 dirham to go there to visit the countries, and if not, you'll be offloaded. That is the message that I got a week to my travel, and 2,000 dirham is about almost 60,000 Kenya shillings. That's like $600. So if you're planning to travel, just make sure you have that. And when I got to the airport there was no one who came to me and asked me, do you have 2,000 dirham? No one asked me that, but just to be on the safe side, just make sure you have that. Yes, so it's something that it's like a pocket money kinda. It should be, that is the minimum that you need to have. So you need to have at least 2,000 dirham. Yes, that's about 60,000 Kenya shillings or $600. Maybe now that we are talking about that, let me just give you something on the money bit. If you're traveling to Dubai and you're going for a couple of days, Dubai is an expensive city. I think I've repeated that so many times. And if you want to enjoy your travel, something I will definitely advise you is just to make sure that you have at least a certain amount to spend every day. It can be, maybe you want to spend $100 a day. That's like 10,000 Kenya shillings. Like every day should be assigned some money to spend, because this city is quite expensive, so you need to be prepared. So even that money that you're planning to spend is what you can use to show them in case they ask you if you have that 2,000 dirham. So you'll be able to show them, which is part of your pocket money or money you know that you're going to spend when you go there, or maybe shopping money or something like that. Then something else, okay, of course I had my phone because I was reading the message that the lady sent me. That's from the travel, something that came up from my travel agent, that's Tripigo Tours, and this is what it said: passengers traveling to UAE must carry a minimum of 2,000 dirham, otherwise they'll be either offloaded or deported from UAE. The said rule has been implemented from today. That is when it was sent to me, like a week to my travel. This was on actually 2 weeks to my travel, on 15th of October. That's when I received that. So 15th of October 2020. Yes, so that's that. Something else that you need, of course, is the COVID-19 certificate that shows that you're negative, you know. So when you're based in Nairobi, you can have it from either Nairobi Hospital or Nairobi West Hospital. In my case, I went to Nairobi West Hospital, and the reason why I went is because some of my friends had traveled before and they advised me to go there. And from Nairobi, when you're getting your test, when you're going for that test in Nairobi West, they'll charge you 6,000 Kenya shillings, which is $60. And another friend of mine traveled to Ethiopia recently, that's Damaris, and Damaris told me that she went to Nairobi Hospital and she was charged about $100, which is 10,000 Kenya shillings. So if you want to save some coins, you can go to Nairobi West Hospital. I hope they're still charging the same. I believe they're still charging the same. That's $60, which is 6,000 Kenya shillings. So that's where you can go get your certificate. And remember, this certificate, you can only use it for the first, is it 72 hours? It's valid for the first 72 hours. After that, nothing. So if you're planning to travel on Friday, go get tested on Wednesday so that on Thursday you can get your results and then travel on Friday. So that's, you're going to be safe like that. Or maybe a day before, if you're sure they're going to send you that results before your flight. Yes. When you get to Dubai, if you're planning to stay at least for over 72 hours, of course you'll be required to go and get tested again. But even before that, on the day of your arrival at the Dubai airport, you'll get tested. The COVID test at the airport is for free, so don't stress yourself. You're not going to pay for it, the one at the airport. But the one that you're going to get tested before you come back, you'll pay about 220 dirham, which is almost 6,000 Kenya shillings. If it's not 6,000, let me just confirm. Let me not lie to you guys. Let me just confirm how much that would be in Kenya shillings, because I remember I paid 220. 220 dirham is about 6,500 Kenya shillings, which is like $65. Yes, so that is something you need to take note of. And when you're in Dubai, the best place to get this COVID test is from Dubai Healthcare City. I went to a hospital called Emirates Specialty Hospital, which was recommended by the hotel where I was staying, and that is the place in that area. The Dubai Healthcare City is where you'll find almost all the hospitals, like most of these hospitals in Dubai. So you'll have varieties of places where you can get tested. That's what worked for me, and maybe it can also work for you. Something else you need to take note of: if you're traveling as a spouse, maybe with your spouse, you need to have a marriage certificate. If you're traveling with your parents, you need to have something like a document that shows that you guys are related. And if you're traveling with your children, something that you really need to have before you get to UAE is maybe their birth certificate. That will work for you. So those are things that I feel you really need to take note of. The last thing that you need when you're going to Dubai is the energy and the mood to just, just have fun and explore. And again, last but not least, you need to have money for shopping, because there are so many beautiful malls in Dubai. There's so many nice things, places to visit, and I think on my next video I'll be able to share with you some of the places that I feel you guys need to visit when you go to Dubai. And some of them I did not visit. I really wanted to visit. They are on my itinerary, but days just went so fast, and these are things that of course when I go back will be my first priority to visit. So I'll share with you on my next video. Before I end this video, I just want to say happy 2021 to anyone that haven't wished so far. For those who just came in, thank you so much for coming. If you've gotten here, please remember to subscribe. Just press on that amazing lady that you're seeing popping over there. And until next time, my good people, kisses to you.